So let's talk about that leap from the classroom to a school leadership role. It is huge. But the biggest challenge isn't what you might expect. It's not about budgets or policies, no. It's about a fundamental shift in your mindset. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into in this essential guide for leading in the 21st century.
Yeah, forget about mastering spreadsheets on day one. Seriously, the real foundational work, it all happens right up here, inside your own head. This whole journey is about transforming how you think and how you see the world. And that, right there, is the core of everything we're about to cover. So where do we even begin? Well, first things first, we've got to understand the world we're leading in today. The landscape of education has changed so dramatically, and that old top-down management style, it just doesn't cut it anymore. And that brings us to a really critical question, one you need to ask yourself. Are you truly ready, not just for the title, but for a completely new way of thinking, of operating, and inspiring other people? It's something every single aspiring leader needs to seriously think about. You see, the role of a leader today has just exploded way beyond administration. You're expected to be a visionary strategist. You're the one setting the school's direction. You're an instructional guide, kind of like a coach for your teachers. You have to be a community builder, uniting everyone. And you're a data-informed innovator, using information to drive real change. It's a massive, multifaceted job. Okay, this brings us right to the heart of it all, that big transition. Moving from teacher to leader isn't just another step up the ladder. It's a fundamental, ground-up change in your entire perspective. Your priorities, how you measure success, everything is about to be different. And I really can't stress this enough. You're shifting your entire professional identity. Think about it. Your responsibility expands from the success of, 30 students in your classroom, to creating an environment where an entire school community can thrive. It's a total game changer. Just look at the shift in the language here. It tells the whole story. As a teacher, it's all my classroom, my students. It's personal, right? But as a leader, it becomes our school, our vision. The focus just explodes from the individual to the collective. You're no longer just tending your own garden. You're the steward of the entire forest now. This quote absolutely nails it, doesn't it? It's all about seeing those ripple effects. How one decision over here impacts morale over there. How that morale impacts learning, and how learning impacts the whole community. You've got to have that wide-angle lens to see the whole ecosystem. So we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get to the how. How do you actually make this change? Well, the journey starts in a place a lot of people overlook. It starts by looking inward. You see, you can't lead others until you really truly understand yourself. And self-assessment, it isn't just a checklist. It's your compass. It's what helps you find your North Star and map out the terrain where you know you'll need to tread carefully. Here's a simple but incredibly powerful way to start. First, assess your strengths. What are your natural talents? Then you gotta identify your gaps. Be honest. Where can you grow? Finally, and this is absolutely crucial, begin reflecting. This isn't a one-and-done task. It's a continuous, ongoing journey. And this is your most important tool. A leadership reflection journal. It's your personal space to track challenges, celebrate wins, and connect all the dots. It's how you move from just accidental growth to truly intentional development. You should really consider this your first and most important assignment. All right, we've laid out the map, we've talked about the mindset, and we've given you the tools. Now it's time to take that first step. Don't wait for the new title or the new office. The real work of a leader begins right now. Let's end with this profound truth. Every single part of leadership, the vision, the strategy, the community, it all starts right here. Knowing yourself is the absolute bedrock of it all. So let's make this real right now. If you open that journal today, what is the very first strength you would write down? Go on, think about it, name it, own it. Because that's the moment, that is the exact moment your leadership journey truly begins.